Well, we have other example of dialectics in living beings. For example, the wolf. The wolf was manipulated by the human, and we got the Pekingese. The Pekingese is a little dog, a very little dog. It's something like a pet, but even it is not like the German Shepherd, that is something like a cop dog. Pekingese is neither. Is nothing of that. Other comparisons here, we can see that maybe Adam and Noah could have the height of 13 feet, 15 feet, but now the modern man or woman only have the height of 6 feet. So there are also other trends that we can see today, especially in Europe, because in Europe they are being invaded by Muslims. This is all about the involutive work of evil forces, because in Kali Yuga, some Puranas, some Vedas, at the end of the Kali Yuga, all the people will be reduced into the Sudra class. The Sudra class is one of the class in the Vedic structure, society structure. The Sudra class is the class of employees and workers. Mainly of them are of dark skin. So the trend that we are going to see is that mix of races is going to be promoted heavily in the next 4,000 years. So take this. Humanity in Kali Yuga. It is the age of the vice in which we live, characterized by great material accumulation with spiritual darkness. It is the Yuga in which only a fraction of truth prevails. At maximum you can practice only 24% of the truth. Maybe at the beginning of the Kali Yuga, because it is going to be it's going to be disappearing. The truth is going to be disappearing in the next 1,000 years, because materiality and ignorance, with their concomitant effects of selfishness, anger and indifference, dominate the hearts of men. In Kali Yuga appear many false spiritual masters, appear many false spiritual teachers. Each of them teach their invented version of the truth. Some examples could be Osho, for example, Munis, Jehovah's Witness. The Kali Yuga is a dark and ominous age during which the world expiates the sins of the 3 previous yugas. The Kali Yuga is the most material phase of the cycle. Mankind is currently in X Kali Yuga, which began at the death of Krishna. Vishnu Purana about the Kali Yuga. Vishnu Purana says that in the Kali Yuga there will be numerous rulers fighting for the power among them. They will have no character. Violence, lies and manipulation will be the order of the day. Pity and good nature will fade slowly. Passion and lust will be the only attraction between sexes. Studious people will be shamed and pursued. The love, the riches will be the law. Fetuses will be killed in the womb of their mothers. The war at the end of the Kali Yuga. Religion, truthfulness, trust, cleanliness, tolerance, piety will only diminish. Justice will be applied only to those with power and authority. The holy people will be persecuted, as is the case with Christianity. In the first 1,000 years, saint people will be pursued. Sorry for my expression. I am not native English speaker. I think it's pursuit, right? Pursuit, like Christianity. That is why many Christians are pursued in many countries. Success in business will depend only on deception. Buddhism will become into an occultist cult. This is all because this is not something I have not tell. In the Vedas, it tells that Buddha descended in order to engage atheistic people and take them into the path of Dharma cultivation, but the form in which he did it, by deception, because it states that Buddhism is a deception for atheistic people. It allows Buddhists to be invaded by occultism, because in Buddhism the concept of God is an impersonal God, and we know that the personal God allows every people in this kind of cults to invent religions, to invent dogmas or everything of ideas. So that is why Buddhism is vulnerable to this kind of thoughts. Driven by famine and excessive taxes, people will go out into the woods to eat leaves, roots, and flesh. Children will no longer protect their parents. People will live at most 50 years. At the end of the Kali Yuga, there will be places where the maximum age will be 21 years, and people will feed exclusively from meat. Wow. So there will be some places where Dharma will still remain, where the truth will still remain, maybe at the lowest expression, but in the main territories of the world, people will only live 20 years, and they will feed only by meat, by flesh, by meat. The prophets and their prophecies. Not all prophecies are fulfilled many times. The main thing is to reflect on what seeks to prevent each prophecy, especially if it's about disasters. Some prophecies are from occult sources, so they are imprecise, and we should not take care about them. We should not give much importance to them. For example, Nostradamus, Gnostics. I have found some prophecies in Gnostics. They contradict themselves. Nostradamus, his language is very occult. One read a phrase of him, and it is not clearly about is he referring to an event of kill and an event of disasters. It has many meanings. The main matter here is that human being will always seek the truth and seeks to awaken in order to quest. By the time the Kali age ends, Kali Yuga ends, the bodies of all creatures will be greatly reduced in size, and the religious principles will be ruined. The kings will be mostly thieves. Cows will be like gods. Most plants and herbs will be tiny, and all trees will appear as dwarf Sami trees. The spiritual hermitage will be no different from worldly houses, and family ties will not extend beyond the immediate bonds of marriage. The clouds will be full of lightning, the house will be void of piety, and all human beings will have become donkeys. At that time, the Supreme Personality of Godhead will appear on earth, acting with the power of pure spiritual goodness. He will rescue the eternal religion. So I hope you will think about it. I hope this presentation will give you some viewings about Kali Yuga. Thank you.